Hey there and good morning. It's Gus Wagner with the Rocket Group, and I'm going to talk to you today about our 31 Days of LinkedIn Challenge. And we're here at Oscar's Diner in Jefferson City, Missouri, and I wanted to talk to you today about doing posts, basically spreading out your posts on LinkedIn. And the reason we want to do that is for a couple different reasons. First off, you have a couple different options to make posts to LinkedIn. You can make a post like you would a Facebook post. You can do that in LinkedIn. It goes into the LinkedIn timeline. You can go into the LinkedIn publisher, which we talked about earlier in one of the posts, one of the 31 days posts. And basically you're making a blog post to LinkedIn, and as people are getting really excited about this here as it's getting louder in this broadcast. So you're making your LinkedIn publisher post. You can also post to groups that you might be a member of. We talked about groups in an earlier 31 days post. If you're posting there, that also shows up at the timeline. And then making comments in the post, making comments in the posts into others' posts also shows up in the timeline. So what's happening here is every time that you're making a post, an interaction on LinkedIn, you're going to the timeline. And what that does is it's showing a bunch of activity from you at the same time on the timeline, which was where your connections are seeing you. So you're basically spamming the timeline. So here's a couple things that we want to do. We want to not crowd, so don't push play on all your activity at one time on LinkedIn. Spread it out over days, over weeks, over months, what have you. Maybe a couple times a day is okay. Maybe if you have a large audience, a large amount of connections, 500 or more connections. If you have 10 connections, don't be doing that. So again, you're crowding the feed, you're crowding the timeline with all of your connections. If you're posting, you're dumping all these posts at the same time. So don't do that. It looks like if you're broadcasting, just like I'm broadcasting right here now on Periscope. It makes it look like you're just broadcasting. You're not listening. You're not engaging on LinkedIn. You're just merely being an information dump. So take an active role on LinkedIn as well as being a broadcasting role. And then, well, honestly, if you do choose to go down the road of putting all your posts and your activity out there at one time, you're looking like a damn spammer, and nobody wants to deal with a person like that. So you're going to lose connections, you're going to lose validity, you're going to lose legitimacy to your LinkedIn connections if you're going to act like a damn spammer. So don't do that. So be cool with LinkedIn. LinkedIn will be cool with you. This is the first of 2 posts that we're going to make today as I talk about not being frequent in posts. 2 blog posts on our own website for the 31 Days campaign. We're going to post one here this morning, and we'll post one later this afternoon. So go to rocketgroupllc.com and check that out. Check out the previous posts and check all the ones that are coming up in the future as we make 31 Days of LinkedIn happen this December 2015. Keep those cards and letters and comments and tweets and questions coming as well. We look forward to answering any questions or helping you conquer any obstacles that are on your way to your success story on LinkedIn. So thanks a lot. Happy Sunday. I'm Gus Wagner. I own the Rocket Group, and we'll talk to you a little bit later today.